A reading from the book of the prophet Zephaniah. Seek the Lord, all you humble of the earth, who have observed his law. Seek justice, seek humility. Perhaps you may be sheltered on the day of the Lord's anger. But I will leave as a remnant in your midst a people humble and lowly, who shall take refuge in the name of the Lord, the remnant of Israel. They shall do no wrong and speak no lies, nor shall they be found in their mouths a deceitful tongue. They shall pasture and couch their flocks with none to disturb them. A word of the Lord.
Thank you.
Blessed are the poor in spirit, the kingdom of heaven is theirs. Blessed are the poor in spirit, the kingdom of heaven is theirs. Blessed are the poor in spirit, the kingdom of heaven is theirs. Blessed are the poor in spirit, the kingdom of heaven is theirs. Lord, you keep faith forever, secure justice for the oppressed. You give food to all who are hungry. Oh Lord, you set captives free. Blessed are the poor in spirit, the kingdom of heaven is theirs. Blessed are the poor in spirit, the kingdom of heaven is theirs. Lord, you open up blind eyes, and you raise up all the bowed down. The alien people are welcome, but just secure in your love. Blessed are the poor in spirit, the kingdom of heaven is theirs. Blessed are the poor in spirit, the kingdom of heaven is theirs.
A reading from the first letter of St. Paul to the Corinthians. Consider your own calling, brothers and sisters. Not many of you were wise by human standards. Not many were powerful. Not many were of noble birth. Rather, God chose the foolish of the world to shame the wise. And God chose the weak of the world to shame the strong. And God chose the lowly and despised of the world, those who count for nothing, to reduce to nothing those who are something, so that no human being might boast before God. It is due to him that you are in Christ Jesus, who became for us wisdom from God, as well as righteousness, sanctification, and redemption, so that, as it is written, whoever boasts should boast in the Lord. The word of the Lord.
The Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to St. Matthew. When Jesus saw the crowds, he went up the mountain, and after he sat down, his disciples came to him, and he began to teach them, saying, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are they who mourn, for they will be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the land. Blessed are they who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they shall be satisfied. Blessed are the merciful, for they will be shown mercy. Blessed are the clean of heart, for they shall see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called the children of God. Blessed are the persecuted for the sake of righteousness, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are you when they insult you and persecute you and utter every kind of evil against you because of me. Rejoice and be glad, for your reward in heaven will be great." The word of the Lord, the gospel of the Lord.
We worshipers, come on down. Let's consider ourselves for just a moment. When we do consider ourselves, do we consider ourselves wholehearted or faint-hearted? Do we consider ourselves persistent or short-sighted? Do we consider ourselves courageous or afraid? Glenn Cunningham, at 7 years of age, suffered severe burns on his legs. The burns were so severe that the surgeons had decided to amputate his legs. But at the last moment, because he was so young, his family physician told the surgeons to go away, and he patted the young boy on his shoulders and said, "Son, by springtime, we will have you sitting in a chair on your front porch enjoying the fresh air." The boy looked at his doctor and said, "I don't want to be sitting on the front porch. I want to be walking and running." The doctor looked away from the boy, at his parents, and quietly left the room. 2 years later, Glenn Cunningham was running. Not very fast, but he was running. Eventually, he got to college. And by the time he got to college, he was running fast. And intercollegiate records were falling beneath his strong legs. He qualified for the Berlin Olympics and broke the 1,500-meter Olympic record. Within a year, he broke the world record for running the indoor mile. Glenn Cunningham, at 7 years old, was presented a horrible new reality in his life. And he chose to literally run through that challenge. Do you think that happened without him suffering much? Do you think it could have happened without extraordinary effort on his part? Do you think it could have happened without extraordinary endurance? Do you think he might have been gone from a 7-year-old with such severely burned legs to the fastest man in the world without determination that was extraordinary? I believe this is the message Jesus is trying to teach when he speaks the Beatitudes. He's telling us, do not expect to get through life without pain. Do not expect to get through life without challenges. Do not expect to get through life without difficulties. But do expect that life will require effort. It will require running through suffering. It will require endurance. It will require determination. Life will require courage. This, I believe, is what we celebrate with our faith. We believe that regardless of the challenges in this life, God is with us. We will work our way through them. Otherwise, we'll be like those ordinary people who go through life wanting to be extraordinary, but unwilling to put in the effort or the determination or the endurance or the courage. I just don't believe that we are an ordinary community. I don't believe we are ordinary. I believe we have a fire within each one of us that causes us to be willing to, with the help of God, meet life's challenges and go for what's extraordinary in life. Because if we were an ordinary parish or school or community, we could not be the light Jesus calls us to be on the hilltop. We could not be salt with flavor. We could not be who God calls us to be. The Beatitudes remind us that if we want to be extraordinary, we need to be prepared for an extraordinary effort. But not to be worried about it, because Jesus will bring us to good news. We are celebrating Catholic Schools Week this week. Our academy is an extraordinary effort for the entire community. We have all stuck together through thick and thin to make this happen. The Catholic school system in Gainesville, including Queen of Peace, St. Patrick's, and St. Francis High School, has required us to make extraordinary efforts, suffer many challenges, and grow ourselves into the light on the hill, the salt of the earth, the good news for Gainesville.